reasons why the church is so powerless is because we have disciples that are not well equipped or not equipped enough to actually go forth. We are skilled in winning souls, but we are not skilled enough to impact society, and I'm getting somewhere. Now, you need to understand something. There are, in between very simple scenarios in the Bible, there are deep mysteries if you focus enough. I want to understand how. Okay, when you were, sorry sir, what's your name, sir? Mr. Daniel. When Mr. Daniel was speaking, and I was looking at him, I just understood that there is nothing you want to tell me. I know that this man is a disciple of God, because let me tell you some typical. Let me use gestations that Bozzy does. When Bozzy is speaking, he likes to do like this. Am I correct? Have you ever seen Bozzy do like this? Have you ever seen Bozzy do like this? Somehow, the man was doing the same thing, which means that if he stays enough, whatever he thinks that person is doing now, he's going to do it. And in most cases, has been given his commission, he's going to stand on top of Bozzy and even do greater exploits. That's the reason why all of us are here. That they are combining graces of myself, Bozzy, and all of the men of God to bless only you. And of course, you also have the grace that God has given to you. So it is there's an anomaly if we have men in the church and the nation is continuing to wreck every day. Are you with me now? Look at when they wanted to get Jesus. I always think about it. I feel like one of the classic examples of discipleship was Judas Iscariot. Everybody blames it for betraying Jesus and all of that, right? But I know that if Judas had repented, Judas would have been fine, because somebody had to do it anyways. Now, somehow I need to just get it. How much must the disciples have become like Christ for the people? You know, if I ask you now, where is Bozzy? Can you point to him? Can we all point? Where is Bozzy? Why are you not pointing to me? Do you understand that the disciples have become so much like Christ that even people that Jesus preaches to every day could not differentiate between Jesus and 12 men, not one, not two, 12 men. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Look at it myself today. If 12 men stand here and Bozzy stands here, they have become, it means the most likely were dressing the same way, speaking the same way, eating the same. They have basically become Christ. So he had to take a man to kiss him for them to know this is Christ. I don't know if you understand. If you think of it deeply, that is the standard textbook example of discipleship. Jesus discipled them so much that you could not tell the difference between Jesus and even Judas or Peter or Matthew. They have become one. Maybe the only ones they will know is Mary and Lex and Mary Magdalene, because they were women. 12 men. 12. 1, 2, 3. Up to 12. They could not. They wanted to kill Jesus, but they needed one of them. One to betray him. Now, if we are Christians, we are believers, and then we claim to be in strategic points in the society, it means that there is a serious fault in our discipleship. It is so bad, because we cannot see the textbook examples of the fathers of faith, of our preachers, in nations, in society. It's not there. When the disciples asked Jesus that, please teach us how to pray, you see, one thing that marvels me a lot about the man Jesus, the man when he was on earth, was the depth of wisdom that the man had. It was not normal, and it was not just because he was God. It was because you don't understand how every time Jesus Christ replied to somebody, he will first say, "For it is said." You don't get it. That man was brilliant. He was not just he studied to show himself approved. He was a scholar to the core. He knew the Torah. when he just said, okay, see now, this has to happen so that I can fulfill what is said in the Bible. So now it is said that that is, he knew it offhand. Not that he was going, oh, please help me to read the book. Please open to this one and let me say it. He knew it word for word. Oh, for it is said, even when the devil came to him, oh, for it is said, for it is said, for it is said, for it is said. Which means that even, come to think of it, if not for effective discipleship, when they saw Peter, how did they know that Peter was a disciple of Christ? But when he judged Jesus, I don't know if you understand. When somebody just, after someone just see you, someone saw Mr. Tunde in London and say, you are a disciple of us, as I'm looking at you. He's one of them. And Peter had to deny how many times? 3 times. And this person was shoot. I mean, you are this person, the way you are walking, you are one of the one kill him. I said, no. You are one kill him. He said, no. 3 times. And then they come through. And just look at that. I changed his soft point. I don't know if you guys get it. But going somewhere, people don't use your time. So, you need to understand that the reason why all of us are suffering, because here's the problem. As long as we belong to another nation, we have a sovereign nation, we belong to the heavens, we are seated in the heavens. But the thing is that for God's kingdom to be manifested on earth, we need to be on earth. And in the short time that we are spending here, we are supposed to be people that dominate the earth. We are supposed to be gods. That means henceforth that if we are here and we are suffering, part of the commission that has been given to us, we have failed in it. See, you have a purpose, right? And your purpose is unto men. Are you with me? And your purpose is also to build men. And your purpose is also to build kingdoms. If when the disciples asked Jesus to teach them how to pray, and he said, Our Father, look at this. Brilliant man. Our Father, he acknowledged God. Who art in what? Heaven. So what did he do? He first acknowledged the sovereignty of the kingdom that God belongs to, right? So of course, most of the time in any meeting that we go to, what do we do? Oh, maybe the president is seated. Oh, the president, like, you understand what I'm saying? So it's a normal thing, it's a normal protocol. He understands principles. Hallowed be thy name. If Tunde is the president of Nigeria today, and we want to acknowledge, of course we have to acknowledge that, we welcome His Excellency, Minister, President Tunde, thank you for honoring us. So he did honor God, right? So because prayer is a conversation. Then the next thing he went to was what? Thy kingdom come. How is the kingdom of God going to come? He did not say, people be saved. Thy kingdom, your kingdom is manifested on earth here as what? So if you look at Nigeria now, and of course just Christ was going to go, so that statement was not referring to him, it was referring to us. Because we are the manifestation of the kingdom of God that is to come here as it is in heaven. So now, they released the Oyo children yesterday now.